Welcome to Successful Living with Bill Knapik. Every week we talk about success and everything that goes along with it. You'll learn the principles of success, how to achieve success, and learn to overcome challenges that may be getting in the way of success in your life. You'll hear from Bill Knapik, a radio personality and business development expert, along with insight from special guests. If you're ready to find your path to success or take the success you're enjoying to the next level, stay tuned. Successful Living with Bill Knapik is on right now.
And welcome to the show, Successful Living with Bill Knapik. That's me, and today with Paige Parks and Judy Harry. This is where America tunes in to hear interesting people all the time, and we have great guests, as I said, the one and only Paige Parks and Judy Harry. Ladies, welcome to the show.
Thank
Hello,
you, Bill.
thank
We're
you.
excited to be here.
Indeed, and people in Houston, certainly, Paige, know about your company. They know about you in Austin, in Dallas, California, all over the place. But in case somebody's just finding out about Paige Parks, tell them about your company.
Well, I'm Paige Parks, and I've been a part of the entertainment industry here in Texas since 1981. Texas is, of course, a beautiful state filled with lots of talented people. So my job has been quite easy, and I think that we still service Texas. We've just changed our business model throughout the years, and I'll update you on that.
And you are right. I think just by virtue, there are so many people, and even from the real estate standpoint, people are coming to Houston and all over Texas all the time. So therefore, just the numbers say that we're going to have some talented people for the world of entertainment and for so many other things. Tell us about some of the people that you've run across through the years that have made an impression on you, that you've impacted their lives.
Oh, my goodness. You know, my goal is to change people's lives. That's the only thing I can guarantee them when they come into my door. So as far as each life really, honestly, was so important to me to change. I get letters from Methodist Hospital saying I didn't become a famous model, but I love you and your work and your ethics and your morals are in my everyday work that I do here, wherever that may be. So Texas not only had the numbers for me to be successful, but it also had such a reputation for beautiful, beautiful, physically beautiful people.
Indeed. And all of us...
You needed that instead of, to sell real estate, you don't. But
it's true. And the idea of there's so many people, not everybody, but a lot of people have that idea, especially those that like movies and TV. They want to be a part of it somehow, and quite frankly, it's not for everybody to be in front of the camera or to be on that TV show or movie. However, there are so many roles in the entertainment, but specifically your business has the people that are on the front lines, that are on the camera. So that has to be fascinating. Tell us a little bit about what you think, say, the attraction is for someone to want to be on the cover of a magazine or even in the movies.
Well, I think it varies. It's all about their personal experiences. I have never wanted to be in a movie, so I never quite understood that, but I very much understood how to set goals and how to get things accomplished and what talent was. And I believe in people, and I think that a lot of it was about creative visualization. It was about me teaching kids that they could visualize what they wanted to be and actually create a roadmap to getting there. Each day I tell them they're the president of their own corporation, and I work for them in all actuality and never forgot that.
And that's true. I'm making a connection, though, as I mentioned, that idea of people wanting to be on a magazine and in a movie. I'm thinking back to childhood days when we were all children at one time, but one of the things we did as children, I know I did, is we would play roles. We would play games, cowboys and Indians.
Yes.
So in a way, we were like being in our own little theater of being children, and that's fun, right?
Well, if it weren't for people like you, I wouldn't have anyone to represent. People did look at all types of the entertainment industry and think, gosh, how could I break into that? It wasn't near as easy when you started or I started to figure out how to get into the entertainment industry. Today kids come in and ask me if I can make them a YouTube star. And you and I didn't have Google, and Judy didn't have YouTube. And, I built a huge corporation, one handshake at a time.
That's so well put. One handshake at a time. And Judy Harry, let's tell people what you do. You have known Paige. Let's tell them how you got to know each other and also what you do for Paige Parks.
Well, I am a career advisor for Paige, but when I first began with Paige in 1981, I actually came in and met with her. She thought I was there to interview or get evaluated as a model or an actress. And when she met with me, she says, "So you think you could be a model, do you?" And I said, "If you think so." And she says, "No,
No,
you're
you
not
have to think so.
a model." And then the next question that came out of her mouth was, "Do you think you can act?" And I said, "If you think so." And she says, "Well, we're going to have to get rid of this and that." I was wearing these horrid corduroy pants, the thickest corduroy pants you can imagine, with a thick, huge belt. And she, being the designer that she is,
beautiful.
Absolutely just said, "This is what you need to do. I need to work with you on the way you're dressed. Your hair looks great, slicked back, perfect, no worries with that, but everything else must go. No more corduroy pants, fire those up." I mean, it was just a complete change from the time I walked in that door. And she said, she right away got up and said, "Thank you for coming to see me. It's a no." So I, in my mind, am thinking, oh no, wait a minute. I'm not supposed to be coming in to be a model or to be an actress, but I'm supposed to be interviewing for the front desk. And being bilingual was very important. And I'm bilingual. So that never came up. So I left there thinking, wait a minute, this.
What just happened?
Yes. And so I left, and then I walked back in, and the girl at the front desk, her name was Paige Larson. I came back in and I said, "I think I just met with Paige, and I don't believe I was supposed to be meeting with her to be a model or an actress." She goes, "Oh, well, why didn't you say so?" So she called Paige back and she said, "Paige, she's here for the front desk." And Paige comes with her little heels. You could tell. I mean, she was always dressed impeccably. Came down the hallway. I could hear her coming. And she says, "Why didn't you say so?" And then she met with me and I was hired. And I interned with her for the first 3 months.
And today, let's
still,
tell
days later, I'm still years later.
many years later. That's right. Let's tell people your role with the company right now.
I am a career advisor, so I meet with people each and every day, basically to go over where they are as far as in the talent, whether talent or whether as a model, they have to fit the requirements of as far as being a model, they have to be 5'9". There are a few people that I have actually loved and were 5'7", but 5'9" is the requirements. For women, it's 5'9". For men, they have to be at least 6 foot. We've had some amazing people that were 5'10", but again, the requirement has to be 6 foot.
Well,
6'2" is perfect.
Two things come to mind. First of all, and that is as we talk about success on this show all the time, as you're describing your experience and some of the requirements to be successful in anything, we have to take instruction, right? So
Right.
when someone says yes, no, you need to do this, you need to take that away, those are things that to be successful, we have to follow instructions. And sometimes people's personalities push that, and thus
Absolutely.
they get in their own way. What do you think, Paige?
Well, first of all, Judy does the same thing now for many, many years that I did with her, and that's give people my time to see if their desired results are obtainable. So if they come in and they're not tall enough or don't meet the requirements of what they're asking for, then my reputation came from telling them the truth, that we have one Kate Moss that's 5'7". Just the general statistics of the industry, not that they couldn't break out of it. And then I am always asking them to look at all the jobs behind the scenes. Like Judy found a calling that was behind the scenes. It wasn't in front of the camera. She's a beautiful girl, and this was many, many years ago. So she could have done either side.
And this is radio, so unless people tune into the YouTube channel, which we don't really have great camera access, but people can get a flavor, yes, both of you are very, very beautiful. outside and inside. Now, I will say this. Here's the thing, Paige, that you must have an instinct, as Judy does, an eye for talent. And what about that special something that people have? We can talk about requirements. We could talk about size, facial, bone structure, all those things. But isn't there something about each individual that you pick up, that's something inside, that's something special?
Well, look at Judy. She made a whole career out of, what I noticed. So I always appreciate the people who open their heart to listening how I think we could do it. I have no guarantees, but I've done it thousands of times successfully before. So the best you can do as a business person is immerse yourself in with people who have done things you want to do or you dream of doing successfully before. And you can't go wrong. I think there is that special quality, and that's why I don't really ask others what they think about talent. I feel it, I do it, I see it, and please just support me because it isn't obvious to everyone in the beginning.
And it doesn't have to be in entertainment. It doesn't have to be in modeling or TV. It could be in sales or any other profession. When we're looking for someone to join our team or for that right match, there has to be something going on. And I'll say this about Judy. Now, Paige, I just met you today, but I met Judy not that long ago. But it was interesting. The moment I saw her, she wasn't even out of her car, but I saw her. I saw the smile. There was just something so engaging. Yes. And I'm thinking there's something special about that person.
Oh, my goodness, yes. And she's the bridge to me. She's actually, being Paige Parks is not, it's what I became because of how many wonderful people worked with me. The company is absolutely not great without her or the other key components. Going in business for yourself is really a difficult thing to do. And going in business and lasting for 36 years as of April 1st is almost an impossible thing to do. So therefore, the people around me are absolutely all I have. And I wish that they would never, ever, ever leave.
There you go. That sounds great to me. Now, Judy, also, when we talk about that something special that people have, and as you're in this recruiting role at Paige Parks Company, tell us about what you look for or when you meet people. Yes, the requirements that you mentioned or the sizing and those things, but what are the things that you notice about people?
I usually try to, talk to the people, to the parents, to the students, and find out what it is I want to know from them. What is it that you're looking for? What do you want? Why are you here? And they then open up and tell me what they would like to do. And then my job is to go over what they can and can't do. And then I use the example of me getting a no, but I didn't accept that no. I can get you're going to always get maybe 10 no's before you get a yes. So you just have to really,
keep
working at it.
Finds the seeds and then looks for the water and the sunshine and, helps grow flowers at my company. So
that's well put, yes.
In the beginning, no one's going to take that time. Judy is what's special, is because she's special enough to take time to find out, what do you want? What is it that you're really here for? Don't you wish someone would have asked you that? And you could have said, I would like whatever. And then we can tell you what the guidelines are that you mentioned are important in any business. And then after the guidelines, you have to use resources. You have to use people like yourself that today, no matter what, I would be here to discuss my business.
And also, as people may be listening and they think, well, I want to be in that entertainment role. I want to be in the modeling business and have it be a bridge for entertainment wherever it may take the person. But who are the people that should reach out to you? Maybe that's a good way to put it.
Well, I really feel that, like in my case, if I hadn't have gone in to interview for that front desk job, I wouldn't be here today doing what I do or learning everything that I learned from Paige. She taught me a lot I went to school for interior design and fashion design, and yet I didn't know what she knew. And so I was just like a sponge. I wanted to know everything, learn everything. And I just feel that as far as the classes that we teach, the acting classes, how it helps somebody come out of their shell. Even if they have no intention of going into the industry, it helps them be, a little bit more outgoing. Maybe they're shy, or maybe they're getting bullied in school. They come to us and we guide them and help those parents with their children.
I think that is a great point. I have always thought that acting helps, I think, every profession. In fact, some presidents have been on TV and movies, if we think about it.
Speaking is supposedly the number one fear under dying.
It is the number one fear.
So I think it's important that everybody go to Page Parks and learn how to communicate, especially today. Mm-hmm. Again, there are no guarantees. Today meaning put your phone down. It's easier than ever to Google someone and, ask if I can make you a YouTube star, but you have to become a part of what's happening.
You really do, and that is so important. I'm a big fan of communication and also being able to speak well in public. That's one of the reasons I do several radio shows, is because I want to be a great communicator. And with one of the things I would tell people, if they want to do that just from speaking, that is to record themselves. Mm-hmm. Even with the phones that we have, I use an app called Quick Voice Pro. It's $5. And if I do a presentation, whether it's 3 minutes, 2 minutes, or an hour, I record myself, and then I go back and listen, and I say, well, I shouldn't have said this, or I use this word too often, or I like this and that. So it helps us by practicing. No matter what we do, it helps us speak better, even one-on-one or speaking to thousands.
And then there is a lot of natural talent, which you have. You could practice all day long and not have your voice. So that's what I'm there to tell people, is that this is based on a good foundation for your future.
Right.
Well, very nice. Also, as we progress through the show, let's tell people how they can reach out to your company and the website and phone numbers.
The office anytime. Again, we've been here for 36 years by going to www.pageparks.com. Go to the Get Discovered section and fill out an application. You can also use the old-fashioned telephone and give us a buzz.
713-807-8200.
And you're very fortunate, too. You have an easy name. People can be driving Page Parks. That's just a great name right there. Easy to remember. Google Page Parks. It's all there on the website, no doubt about it. And again, let's remind people, we mentioned it, there are several components. You have the business, but you also have the school, too. And again, those acting lessons, people can sign up for them, right?
Yes, you can. My children, I'm blessed to say that I started with Page, and as an employee, I was able to have the resources to have my children come to the classes when they were young. And I have 2 boys that went through the model camp. My son Spencer Scott just came in from LA. And so all of our talent and our models are looking forward to Agent Review, which is May 19th, 20th, and 21st. A lot of these kids have been already trained and have been prepared, have gone and attended model camps for a year now, preparing for this event that comes up in May. And again, it's the 19th, 20th, and 21st. We would love to start working with you for the next Agent Review. So please give us a call, 713-807-8200, and we'd love to hear from you.
And that's May 19, 20, and 21, right around the corner. Can you believe how fast the year is going? As we think about things unfolding, this 2017 is like a fast train, no doubt about it. Paige, what do you see the future here? How are things, any changes coming up in the company here between now and, say, the end of the year?
Well, there are changes coming up in the company. We've recently been working on eliminating our physical offices throughout Texas and working to move them all to our Houston location, which is the headquarters where I started in 1981. So we will base the fact that we're able to reach all of the clients via the internet, the fact that the name of the corporation is so well known in the industry is, again, not because I'm so great, but because we have an amazing staff and we have been well known for finding stars throughout Texas for 36 years.
And you're not stopping now. That's unbelievable. And also, say with the last 5 minutes, what else, Paige, would you like people to know about as they're listening?
I think one of the greatest things that I've ever gotten to do was go to the state capitol and fight for funding for films in our state of Texas. Also, my recent goals have to do with raising funds for films that I can put my own stars into so that they are made at a quicker pace than me knocking on doors asking people to book Channing Tatum.
Very nice. Also, now, Judy, what else would you like people to know?
That Paige has a huge heart, and she has loved all these children. She's, she's been a mother to all of these children. She loves them totally inside and out. She's always there for them. She picks up a phone, answered it at all hours. And of course, that's what attracted me to Paige, that she helped me so many years ago. She's helped all these children, and that's what gives me the drive that I have today.
And it's always great to see people that love what they do, and it's even greater still to see friends work together, because to have that special, that's something very special that your company offers, the fact that you bonded so well, so that makes the business run better, I would think.
Yes, the 17-year-old vice president, her name is Tabitha Garcia. I've just always known that girls could do it. So I early on have encouraged many of them, and the fact that they've paid it forward, and ultimately, that I got to save 3 kids' lives, which were my own 3 children that I adopted from foster care.
That's right. You adopted 3 children. That is so awesome. In fact, before the show, I read about that article. You have a big heart, and that is so gratifying.
Truly so.
And how old are your children now?
Wow, they're almost completely grown. They are 16, almost 15, and we just turned 13, Jacob.
There you go. Teenagers, it sounds like a nice crew
Yes.
of teenagers. And they're probably listening to the show right now somewhere.
I'm
and
sure
Judy,
they are.
How many children do you have?
I have 4 children.
Holy smokes.
Yeah.
Whew.
What are the ages? Just curious.
25, 27, 32, and the oldest is 42.
What?
Yes.
Unbelievable.
I know.
Any other events that people should know about? I'm still
There's
blown away.
always,
Wait a second. I'm trying to
there's
digest.
always energy at Page Park. Come in and see us. We'd love to see you, visit, call, make an appointment. We'd love to, have that time with you, an evaluation.
And Bill needs to come in if he doesn't have an
There you
agent.
are.
We'd love to
There
see
you go.
Bill.
I'll
See
be-
Page
Come
Parks
see us, Bill.
himself.
Indeed. No doubt about it. And the website, again, is
www.pageparks.com.
very easy to remember. And people can find some of the stories of the people that we now know are household names. They're right there on the website, so people will enjoy that, pageparks.com. And one more time, Judy, on the telephone number.
713-807-8200.
4 kids. Oh, my goodness. And you have a dog as well?
I do.
Stormy.
Standard poodle.
How about you, Paige? You have any canines
I do.
there at the house?
I have a German Shepherd so that I look tough.
There you go. So nice. Well,
it.
ladies and gentlemen, we thank you so much, Paige Parks and Judy Harry, right here in Houston. You are touching the Houston market, the Dallas, the Austin, all over the world. In fact, people know about you. New York, Los Angeles. Finally got to meet you. I have seen your sign so many driving on that 610.
And I'm not a sign. I called to bank
She's a
dinner
real thing.
reservations, and they're like, "You're a building."
Yeah, it's at the Page Parks building. Well, so nice to meet you, ladies. And you've been listening to Successful Living with Bill Knapik, and today, the one and only Page Parks and the one and only Judy Harry. We thank you so much for listening. Check us out again on our YouTube channel anytime. We have a whole list of shows there. You could see the guests and hear them at Bill Knapik Radio Shows. That's my YouTube channel. I'm on the way to Page Parks to get my headshot. Is that what they call it, Paige?
Yeah,
there we go.
There you go.
Scouting always.
And until next week, we'll see you then. Thanks for listening.
Take care.
you.
How many times?